All right, now this is another basic question for those persons that are writing the 2026 UTME exam and those persons that are having difficulty in understanding some aspect of chemistry. Like I usually do, using some questions to explain some terminologies in chemistry. So we might not look at the topic, so to say, but we're using the questions to trash those topics. Now, I have a question here. I want to make the video as short as possible. Meanwhile, when you get the point, it's not about looking at the answer or checking the questions. It's about analyzing each option in the question. So quickly, we'll jump into run sharp. Time no day. If you know that you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, please do well to just click the subscription button so that anytime I get to upload videos like this, you get to see them on time. Now, do well to always watch or go through the video anytime you don't get what I said at first, because I'm very fast, but you will still get I'm sure Oyamoku fall into the question. Time no day. Now look at it. They said two organic compounds. Now we have to analyze and check out each terminology in the question, using the question. Now they said two organic compounds, K and L. That means that compound is an organic compound. We are treated with a few drop of what failing solution. Now it's not just us looking at the question. We want to check what are they using in the question, what are the terminologies. Oh yeah, make you check them now. This failing solution, we need to pay attention to it respectively. They K form a brick red precipitate while L remains unchanged. The compound K is dash. We have alkanes, we have alkanals, we have alkanones, we have alkanol. Now, if you are very sharp and very smart, you would have seen the answer. But like I said before, it's not about looking at the answer. We're looking at why the answer is like that and looking at other options. Now, first off, if you come across failing solution, first off, is a what? Is a blue solution. You say I'm now it's a copper 2 what solution. You get them, so it's blue. So if I see failing solution, its coloration is what is blue. Now failing solution are usually used to test for what? For alkanals. Now what are alkanals? Those guys that have the what? The aldehyde group, that is the CHO group. Now, for knowledge sake, you should know that this CHO group can be represented as what? C double bond O. Then we have what? H. That means I have a carbonyl group attached to what? To an hydrogen. Now, look at it now very quickly. But it's not just failing solution that can be used to test for what? For alkanals or detect alkanals. But firstly, let's trash the question. They say when I use failing solution to test for the organic compound, that it gave a brick red coloration. Now, why did he give a brick red coloration? Now, one thing is involved. Now, remember we said that this failing solution is a copper 2 salt. Now, it's a copper 2. Now, this alkanals reduces this copper 2 to what? To copper 1. You see, so this guy is blue. So if it's reduced to copper 1, it will now have what? A brick red what? Precipitate. Now, that is one way for testing. We don't already see our answer. Obviously, the answer is what? Is alkanol. So when it comes to alkanol does not give a positive test. Now, look at it now. It's not only failing solution that can be used to test for alkanals. Now, what are the various tests? Now, here be the important thing. Now we go check out. What are the various tests that can be used to test for alkanals? Number one, we can use what? Tolling's reagent or Tolling's test. Number two, we can use what? We can use Benedict test. We can use Benedict test. Then, of course, number three, the failings that we looked at just now, we can use what? Failings test. And of course, number four, this one is not common, but those of us that are writing UTM, you have to pay attention to this. We can also use, I need to wipe this up. We can also use the what? The Skiv test. Now, all these tests are used to what? To identify what now? To identify alkanals. Now, talking about the Tolling's test, where you get to use the Tolling's reagent, we say silver ammonium complex. Now, if Tolling's reagent reacts with alkanals, it's going to form a silver mirror in the test tube. No wonder this Tolling's test is also known as what? As the silver what? The silver mirror test. That means I can actually say that the silver mirror test is used to test for what now? For alkanals. Show you the get them now. Likewise, Benedict test. Benedict test also gives a what? A red coloration. Now, these failings we have looked at it just now. Then this Skiv test gives a what? A pink coloration to what? To Alkanals. Now all these are what? Are different tests that you use to test for the presence of what? Of Alkanals. Now remember that Alkanals and alkanols are both carbonyl compounds. There's one thing you must know: they are carbonyl compounds. Now, just that this alkanals is a carbonyl compound that is attached to what? Hydrogen. Now, obviously, alkanols. Good. Let's go to option D. How can I test for alkanols? Two things can be used to test for alkanols. Either I use sodium metal, or I use what's it called, or I use this other test known as Lucas reagents. So Lucas reagent can be used to test for what? For alkanols. I can also use sodium to test. If sodium reacts with alkanols, of course it gives what? Hydrogen gas. Now talking about alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons. Of course they don't react with what? Bromine water. So I can use bromine water to differentiate alkanes from alkanes and alkynes. Now please, if you are preparing for this year's examination, talking about the UTME examination, be very careful to look at test for compounds. So I'm going to bringing out videos like this to help you identify. So okay, which of the following forms a white precipitate when react with sodium hydroxide? Those kind of questions, I'm going to be bringing them out. All you have to do, remain tuned to this channel, is very important. And of course, some person said I should look at redox reaction, and in my previous video I think I've looked at redox reaction. Just look at the video on my channel, you get to see, though I may get to bring out some questions on redox. So that's why I said always tune in to check when I drop videos. I'll be dropping more videos this period because it's getting closer to the exam. It's about 13 days or 14 days to the examination, so you have to be very smart. This is not the time to sleep. Brace up yourself. It's going to be very strong now. But remember our analysis for this particular question. So I'll see you in my next video. Ciao.